Hello, everybody, and welcome to your AEW Rampage review. I am your host, Jeff. Ryan is not here tonight, but no fear, because I'm here. All right. So let's get down to dirty. AEW Rampage was live from Rochester. Um, there's alarms going off behind me. Everything's scary now. I'm terrified. Are you? Yes. All right, so I'm recording. I'm also producing. This is a lot. So give me a moment. Okay, but all right, so we should be cool. Let's see. All right, guys. So Rampage, obviously, like usual, this is not going to be a terribly long podcast by any means necessary. This is pre-recorded, so if when this thing premieres and you guys start commenting, please comment. I just won't be able to comment back right away because it won't be live. I'll try to comment. I'll watch the premiere and see if you guys do put any kind of fun on it. All right, AEW Dynam or I listed it again. The Rampage review is live from Rochester, home of the late great Brody Lee, just like Dynamite was. And they said, "Hey man, let's kick off this." I love this Tony Khan idea here, kicking it off with the best match instead of me waiting until the end of the show for that match. So, um, and there's matches, good matches all around. So here we go. We have started off with Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks going up against Bryan Danielson, and a clinic was again put on. Um, I love how physical you physically are seeing Bryan Danielson in AEW. It's not the same guy um, that you were seeing otherwise. You're not seeing like Daniel Bryan. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing this guy who just he hits hard. His kicks are hard. His joint manipulation. He's getting to do a lot of things that he wasn't able to do, not even a year ago. Uh, so the American Dragon's much different persona than Daniel Bryan's persona. So it's been nothing but fun right now. And Nick Jackson, dude is a tag team wrestler, but his single matches are always chef's kiss perfect. Um, the athleticism in this match was absolutely nuts. Um, as always, Matt Jackson was by his side with the stooge Brandon Cutler. Um, Matt did wind up spearing Danielson on the outside and kind of give him a quick old few punches. That was really the only cheap shots of the night or anything like tomfoolery. But then he kicked the hell out of Nick with chops and kicks and knees, and Nick avoided one kick on the apron. Danielson leg kick. Oh, he kicked the shit out the post. He kicked it, and I was like, ooh. I don't care if he got kick pads on or not. That's going to hurt. But the American Dragon avoided that, and he locked him in the cattle manipulation or mutilation. My fault. The cattle mutilation for the submission win. So you're starting to see that more, the wrestling end of him, where he doesn't have to use the same move. It's not going to be a bunch of yes kicks and then a label lock. It doesn't have to be a label lock. It could pretty much be anything he wants. So this was a very, very, very good match. Danielson, again, he gets his first win, if you really think about it, because it was a draw with Kenny. So he beats Nick Jackson for the 1-2-3, and that is actually really good. It was a tremendous match, good pace, and obviously the work rate of both these guys is absolutely incredible. So I have zero complaints on this match. We'll see what comes from this, but let's see if they do the, is he just going to kind of go through the elite, and once he beats all the elite, then he can face Kenny again for the title. It'll be one way of building your brand up a bit. Ricky Starks had a promo where he is living his life in style. And it's on Brian Cage. Yes, Brian Cage. That feud is a thing still. I am as shocked as you are that there is still a feud going there. But goddamn, just let them wrestle. Let them get it out of their system so that both of them can go on to bigger, better things. because we are all, including them, tired of seeing this. I absolutely believe it. I don't think the Starks wants to be doing this. I don't think Cage wants to be doing this. Get them out there so they can each do something respected. But I honestly think that Starks is next up for Punk. That's why when we had it later on, we had a Punk promo where he basically just says like, nap time is always on the menu, and anybody want to come face me, I think the honeymoon's over and I'm ready to kick some ass kind of thing. So my suggestion there is they just don't have anything. It's crazy in a sense. They don't have anything for Punk right now because this feud with Team Taz wasn't just supposed to be him beating Powerhouse Hobbs, who he put over big time when in this promo, letting him know that just his inexperience might have been the reason he lost, which is valuable. That's a good call because you're still saying like he's not an idiot, he's not stupid, he's just a young wrestler who didn't see, you know, the little subtle nuances. And CM Punk, being a wrestler for many years, was able to get the win on that. So it was a little trickster thing, but I appreciated it 100%. So then we had the match between, it was the triple threat between Jade Cargill, Thunder Rosa, and Nyla Rose. This was a really good match. I was really intrigued by this match at start because Jade really, for the most part, her matches haven't included bumps. Not a lot of them anyway. She would be pretty much dominant, and then we don't really see anything else. You're not seeing any kind of she's good. You just don't see her take bumps. You might take a couple punches, doesn't really land off her feet much, and then she'll hit him with the jaded and call it a day. 1, 2, 3. This match was much different. It was hardcore. So Rosa wound up throwing through Nyla through a table. She threw her through a table from the apron. So it was like a full powerbomb through the table, which was a really good spot. Jade, she came to play. She did take a lot more bumps than I've ever seen her take, and I think she felt every last one of them because Thunder Rosa doesn't play, and neither does Nyla. So Jade does wind up picking the win up here because after she literally beat Thunder Rosa down with a chair, like just kept hitting her with a chair until she was pretty much donezo. So it was cool. I like the finish. It was just, because you don't want to I don't want her to just go over super clean or regular traditional wrestling match over Thunder Rosa yet, but by her just showing her like more physical, more hardcore side, you were able to kind of get a different show up of Jade. Still, she has a lot of work to get to, but man, she is in line to be such a star. I'm incredibly, I'm definitely hoping for big things for her. I think given a little bit of time, she's going to be one of the most prime players you have in this women's division for the upcoming years here in AEW. I said here in AEW like it's my place, that's what I do. It wasn't too bad. The final match of the night obviously was this hair versus hair match between Orange Cassidy and Jack Evans. So this was the final match of the night. So they were doing the whole Mark Henry. I'll do it with my little mic. Hello, guys. I'm Mark Henry. And do you know why you're in this match? And then, as normal, Orange Cassidy goes, wait, what kind of match is this? And he said, hair versus hair match. What will you do if you lose this match? And Orange Cassidy says, I guess I'm not going to lose then. It just walks away because he was unaware of the actual match he was in tonight and who he was fighting. So Jack Evans is the whole time Matt Hardy is blaming him and calling him the trust, that he's the brainchild of the hair versus hair match. And Jack Evans was looking at him like, you must be out your goddamn mind. No way in hell. So Matt Hardy just telling him, yeah, how great of an idea this is, and Jack Evans going to do great. And Jack Evans he's crying because he knows that his hair is probably getting cut. So that's what's kind of the intrigue of this being the main event. I'm putting it back in the stand. Sorry for the noise. Okay. All right, so Matt Hardy obviously gets involved in this match pretty much. He tried to distract the ref and Cassidy, so he was stealing a roll-up pin, but Orange kicked out with his hands in his pockets to show his apathy towards the whole damn thing. Then Cassidy started going to give him a Cesaro swing, but by the hair. Evans kept the ref looking the other way. Hardy pulled Cassidy out of the ring. Gave him a little fashion. Oh, Hardy beat down. So he was able to do that. Evans hits at 450 from the apron. He's such a talented athlete. He looks drunk out there, but he is a very, very talented athlete. We'll be right back after this commercial. By the way, it was just Taz and Excalibur tonight, and I've heard a lot of people saying, wow, what a good idea to put them two together. If you watch AEW Dark, you would know. Most times it is just them. And guess what? They have been incredible for over a year now as a duo. It's my favorite duo. If you're going to do a two-man booth, it couldn't be any better than that two-man booth. It was absolutely perfect. So obviously we come back from this break. Evans gets a near fall with corkscrew moonsault. He missed it actually. Then he hits two different kinds of DDTs were hit by Orange Cassidy at this point, and one was very weird. It was a unique DDT before he hit another diving DDT from the top rope. Then here comes the HFO. We got Private Party, Angelico, Butcher, Blade, and the Bunny all come out to join Hardy. But through the crowd, wearing barber's gear, like looking like a pure, actual professional barber, Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, and Chris Statlander. So they stand in the path and they're laughing because the Hardy family office is laughing because they're going, do you not know how to count? There's only 3 of you, and there's like 712 of us. And obviously, again, we are in Rochester, so we are looking for one thing and one thing only. We're looking for the Dark Order. So out comes the entire reunited Dark Order. So once they were all there to break the path, we got the orange punch from Orange Cassidy, and that was enough to win it. He's not using the beach break as much. So he orange punches him for the win. Taylor stood the ready. He had himself a chair and clippers. The Dark Order then prevented the HFO from getting involved. And then Matt Hardy said, let's retreat. There's nothing we can do for him. And bailed on his own faction member. And Evans, indeed, did get his hair starting to get cut off. So I'll be intrigued to see what he winds up doing with his hair as a thing. Because that'd be scary. Like, it took me forever to grow this. And if you told me I'm in a hair versus hair match, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to do that. Thanks. Unless I'm being put over, then no, thank you. I don't want that. Please don't give me that. I don't want that. I don't want it. So that was your thing. That was your AEW Rampage. Let me just see what little bit of news I could pull out to get us over 20 minutes. That's really all I ask. And if you change the channel, I'm going to pull out my Glock. And my light's falling down on me. Light's coming down. I'm going to pull out my Glock. Put it on your forehead. And blow your brains on the damn cement. Hard. Hilarious, though. Hilarious. But, alright, let's see. What do we got going on here? We have Adam Cole does respond on Twitter about Bobby Fish being in AEW next week to face Sammy Guevara. He just put So I'm gonna be very interested to see how that comes about with them two being in the same arena here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I will not be there. But I'm very intrigued to see it. We have, let's see, what else we have? It's not a lot. There's no crazy news. Oh yeah, Buddy Matthews. I saw the tweet early, and then I didn't see it anymore. He tweeted the Joker card emoji to kind of like hint that maybe he is the Joker. The Joker card in the ladder match this upcoming weekend. Actually, they did drop that entire ladder match. So everybody else who's in this ladder match coming up is going to be, if I can remember, I'm using all Nugget here. Jon Moxley, Andrade, Cien Almas. Yes, there should be El Idolo, Moxley, Matt Hardy. I don't know if Eddie Kingston's in it. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I can, guys. Sorry. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Because there's only one spot left, which is the Joker spot. But they were able to give you the rest. But I don't know. Sorry, guys. Look it up. You'll find it, I promise. So, yeah, there's the ladder match. The participants were announced. And it's I mean, Matt Hardy being in it's funny because he is like one of the kings of the ladder match. But still, very good for him to be there. I'm very excited for the match. Again, won't be there. Boo-hoo. But I'm going to try to hunt some wrestlers down the street, you best believe. That's how I'm going to do it. So, yeah, guys, thank you again for, thanks for coming by the channel. Thank you for coming and watching our review. We will have AEW Dynamite Thursday night. We've been doing late night, like the sexy pod, man. We're doing like the late night because it seems like a lot of people tune into our stuff on, especially YouTube, around like that 11:30, 12 o'clock area. So that might be when I premiere this one too, just to get the views. But again, guys, thank you again for stopping by. Thank you for really putting this show over a bit. We're starting to see a little bit of a climb here, and honestly, at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want it to continue to climb up, and that's really the biggest news for us. Again, guys, thank you so much. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch, especially on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when we go live or when a video pops up, you are aware right away. So like the video, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, and we will try to keep you entertained as much as we physically can. That's our goal in life. If not bad. But we're going to try. I'm going to try to get this lighting down because it's bright and it's starting to make me sweat a lot. But, alright guys, thank you so very much for putting up with my mouth for almost 20 whole minutes. We will see you after Dynamite. Goodbye. Good night. Bang, bang. Good night. Goodbye. Bang, bang. This thing sucks. Peace, y'all.